People are scared to go to therapy.
No copay.
And I actually have a phobia myself.
60 minutes of free unlicensed therapy.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to help.
You get what you pay for. No copay with NickyD and Nelson.
Stop it! We might have to send that back to him. I think he might have said Mickey. I think he might have called you Mickey.
It sounded like it said NickyD.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
It sounded like it said NickyD.
All right. We'll keep him then.
I want to listen again because it sounded like it said NickyD though.
Oh yeah. Well, here, listen. It's our show. We'll just gotta hit that with
call Mickey more times than I can count. You know?
Yeah, we'll hit that with a rewipe here. Hold on.
People are scared to go to therapy.
No copay.
And I actually have a phobia myself.
60 minutes of free unlicensed therapy.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to help.
You get what you pay for. No copay with NickyD and Nelson.
Stop it! I feel better about it that time.
Yeah. It sounded like NickyD.
But is it like one of those situations where, you know, when they say you look at the thing and it's a green shirt, but you're supposed to say, or like you look at the word red, but it's painted green, and so like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Or tricks your mind.
I thought you were gonna say like.
Oh, the red needle. Do you remember the red needle one?
No.
There was
I don't
green
know any
needle.
stuff.
It was like, oh, hold on a second. Now you're gonna get me all off track.
Where did you get this stuff from?
You got me all off track.
I haven't even gotten into the swing of things, and already you're trying to confuse me.
I know. I didn't confuse nothing. You confused. Hold on. I get it for you right now. It's like when someone tells you what to hear, then you hear it, even though it's the same audio. It's not the right keyboard. Green.
People are like, who are these folks, and what are they talking about? We don't know. Because we literally are 2 seconds in,
Okay.
and Nelson wants to confuse me. 2 seconds. I didn't even get to be like,
You will only hear the word you are.
I don't need to hear. I don't need the TikTok lady saying it.
Nelson, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find this thing so that it proves my point of what I'm talking about. Do you
Listen again. Let us know what you...
Do you hear, when you hear that, do you hear brainstorm?
You heard. Comment below. Listen again.
Does it sound like it's saying brainstorm?
No, it sounds like it's saying needle.
Okay, green needle.
Okay.
Green needle.
What's your point?
Again.
But if I
Let
told
us know what
you're
you've heard.
supposed to hear brainstorm, you don't hear brainstorm.
I don't hear it.
Listen again.
I can't
Let us know what you heard.
hear it. I can't believe you can't hear it.
You just sat here and did all of that.
I can't believe you can't. I cannot even. I can't.
Oh my God.
I fucking can't even with you.
Are we ready to say welcome to the podcast now? Because what did you just waste all that time for?
Well, I didn't.
Seriously, I have no idea what point was supposed to be proven. All we have to come to the conclusion is we agree that it sounds like NickyD.
It does.
That's me.
We gotta get you a. We gotta get you a different microphone.
That's it. Listen,
You gotta get your good stuff. I know we gotta get you good stuff.
I have the good stuff. Is this
I don't know though. Do you have the good stuff? You look like you're moving up. You're moving around well, from what I know off the air.
I do. I have the good stuff. I'm starting to feel a little bit of discomfort, but we're gonna push through that part of things.
As she says, keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm. But I'll have my right mic the next time. Like now, I don't even want to talk no more because now I think my mic sounds like trash.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We'll fix it in post, as they say.
So, welcome to the No Copay podcast. I am NickyD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to assume that listening to this podcast, you have any idea who I am.
We can't do that. No. We
So,
need to
allow me to
introduce
introduce
ourselves.
myself, and then I'll let Nelson introduce himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am a now 11-year broadcaster. I've been in the game for 11 years. I've done, regular, smegular, degular radio. Fun fact about me. I'm an African-American female, and I've been on rock radio my entire career.
Are we back to African American? Is that proper vernacular?
I don't know. I say African American. I say black. I say Negro. I say whatever.
I don't say that. I'm not going to
Well,
say
I
that.
know.
one.
I'm just saying. That's what I say. I say all the things. So I don't know.
Can I put like white people onto a little bit game? Just a little. It's just a touch of game.
Okay, what's the game?
If you want to sound more like you know what you're talking about and you're an ally, you don't call African Americans black people. You call them black folk.
Okay.
You hear a white person say black folk, and you already know that they at least put garlic and onion powder on their steak. You know what I mean?
Period. They see
Immediately.
Heard you. I can agree.
Immediately.
I can.
Oh my God. And largely it's my fault that this has all happened, but like I have really missed you. God damn, I've needed you for a while. Oh my God in heaven.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But that's kind of who I am in a nutshell. Broadcaster, been in rock radio. I have a senior, so my year has been cuckoo.
I can't believe she's a senior.
She's a senior.
I still remember when she came with me to get my nose pierced.
I'm about to go back and get my face and nose re-pierced. As you probably noticed, I look naked.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing on the old lips.
They took it off when I had my surgery.
Oh.
Even though I signed a consent form for them not to.
Well, did you have to have an MRI, though? You can't have piercings if you have an MRI, can you?
Not an MRI. I had full-fledged back surgery.
Hey, I'm impotent, man. Get away from me. Damn it, that's not the right line. It's supposed to be the fucking line before that.
His bad back? Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
That's what I had.
She had a backiotomy.
I took my piercing out, and I'm pissed about it.
Why are you pissed?
Because my skin heals fast. As you can see, you can't see any traces of it in my face. Look.
I couldn't, right.
It's gone. It closed up the same night.
But, bright side, the backiotomy is going to heal up just as fast.
It is. I'm already moving.
Couldn't believe it.
Ooh,
Couldn't believe it. Because what'd they do? They fuse you?
Look at me. No, they just took some stuff out.
I thought they fused. I know you had you were bulging.
I had a herniated disc, and they had to take out about this much.
Now, what do you need this much? What? Now, we're talking about something shaped like a fucking hockey puck, and you just put your hand up and down and went. What is
pieces? I'm gonna try to get a picture when I go
strips?
back.
They took strips of it out.
Yeah, it looked like meat, like
it was meat. I mean, it literally is meat. You are made of meat. You're made of water and meat.
That's what they took out. It was a lot. I should have took the picture when he showed me the picture on his phone, but it was a lot going on, and I was medicated, so
it was a lot going on. Did you do any talking out your nonsense skull when you were medicated?
Apparently, I did. Nobody recorded it though. Thank God. I don't even remember all the things they say that I said. The worst thing I said in front of my father is apparently I said that my vagina was dry.
Ain't that? I mean, should be a.
First of all, I want to make sure everyone knows that's a lie.
That's a lie. Get out in front of that one.
That's a lie. But
That's a lie.
I said it. Apparently, I don't know why I said it. I don't even know what the context was.
Captain, we're just cresting beyond the Majoris Mountainous. Conditions are moist, to say the least. We'll report back with findings should we get lost.
Not funny.
It's funny.
Not funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
But I think that's the worst thing that I said.
Oh, wow. My theory on that is that you, and I know this because you haven't, the people who say weird things when they come out of anesthesia have not done heavy drugs.
Oh, no.
You've just never done heavy drugs. Because I promise you, I might be funny. I might, a couple one-liners or whatever, but I'm not going to talk out of my skull. I'd be just fine.
Horse tranquilizers.
Yeah.
I don't even think if you use heavy drugs, you can deal with a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah. You're being fooled by the fact they call them horse tranquilizers. It's just called ketamine. They use ketamine in almost every surgery. It's a common anesthetic.
They do?
Mm-hmm. My buddy's a nurse anesthetist. It's always hard for me to say that. And that means that he's basically a doctor. He can write prescriptions, and he can facilitate an entire anesthetic process as an anesthesiologist can, right? But he just went to a little bit less schooling, and like he has to be at some. Oh, he gets paid. Guy gets paid, but he's also like one of the smartest guys I know, like, and the most responsible. When we were all, he's a year and a half, 2 years younger than me and my best friend, a guy named Dennis, and so we all kind of coalesced together after we got out of high school, and so while Kevin and Dennis kind of shared an apartment, I was out there. Kevin was still going to school, even though Dennis and I had failed out of UNO and University of Nebraska, Lincoln, respectively. But Kevin was still going to school, and he didn't work during the school year, so he was diligent enough. He still planned out partying. He never missed out if he wanted to go out somewhere. But he got all the money he was going to make for the year over the summertime working a construction job.
That is smart.
And budgeted his money because he was getting paid at the construction job. Paid in a kind of way where you almost would be hard to leave it. You know what I mean? Because it's like cash in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he would make all the money he needed, and then for the school year, he wouldn't work. He wouldn't need to. And then he could focus completely on schoolwork.
So he's your friend. You didn't pick up none of that, huh?
No,
Dang.
you know what I do is because, like I said before, he's a nurse anesthetist, so he's not a doctor, but he's basically a doctor. So I just send him randomly pictures of my testicles.
Oh, I'm sure he loves that.
He does. It's
Why
funny.
don't you explain who you are, Nelson?
I am a man who had put 20 years on the radio and should have started a podcast a long time ago and didn't. And then I got out of radio and now I'm on the second of 2 podcasts. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Nebraska, Omaha. It's really the only city we have. And somewhere along the way in my journey, you, NickyD, were dropped in my path like just in time.
Definitely was.
Just in time, which really, really funny. I cannot believe I didn't see the text error that I made to you the other day.
What'd you say?
When I said I sat around all day, cracked out.
God, my heart dropped to the floor. I was like, what?
So very briefly, I'm a 44-year-old man. I'm a father of 2. I was married for 9 years together with my ex-wife for 13. She moved out Christmas 2020. I did a little bit of dating, and then towards the end of 2021, like a snowball rolling from the top of Everest and down the mountain, I started doing cocaine. And I was just spiraling. Cocaine and ecstasy. I was making it some ecstasy when I could. And that led largely to the decision for me to just pack up my entire life and move to California, which is when I met you as I was moving to California. But if I would have stayed here, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Or I'd be in jail, or like I was not going to get help here. Right. So I went to California, and then I hit the gas even harder. You know, that company paid me $7,000 in moving expenses, and I snorted it the first month.
Yeah, I could never figure out what you did with all of your money.
Put it up my nose.
Very much so.
Put it up my nose.
You told me that like you were broke, and I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep, put it all up my. I was good at it, man.
Things, but we ain't did that much.
I was good at it. I was first ballot Hall of Fame. Yeah. I did enough of it that I can tell you the last day I did it. I know that much. Did I ever tell you about that though? The last day?
Was it when we had that live broadcast?
Because
I thought that was your last.
I wasn't on coke then. I was just a little stoned. I was stoned, but I wasn't even like really stoned. I think he just keyed into it, and then like he was going to run down the hill with it. I wasn't messing up as bad as he was making it out to be, but it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. What are they going to do? Fire me? I'm fucking gone. No, we were on the air though. We were on the air, and at the time we were a part of an afternoon show in Sacramento, California, and I had a flight to Omaha. Well, I didn't have a flight to Omaha. I had a flight to Denver.
Oh yeah,
I had a flight to Denver.
Money.
So here's what I thought. I was being slick, right? So I was out of money, and I found out you could get a Frontier $50 flight from Sacramento to Denver. And then I found a $50 one-way rental special from Hertz or whoever. I need to figure out who it was because I would really, really like to track down an employee that worked there. I don't know if it's possible. I would love to. I'm putting that out there to you now so that you can put it out to Jesus, so that
I'm his favorite.
so we can find this guy, because like I've got a lot to say and a lot of thanks to give, but that's a little spoiler alert. So we were on the air. I had a flight at 5:45, and I didn't get a chance to leave the radio station until 4:45. So I drove from the radio station to Sacramento Airport, which shout out Sac Airport. You can get through that motherfucker.
Get through there in 2.5 seconds.
I was there 20 minutes before the flight was started. Like 5:45 flight, doors were shut. I was there in the parking lot at 20 minutes out from that point, and I made it to the flight.
That airport was amazing.
I had on me in the vehicle I was borrowing from a family member. I had on me about a half a gram of cocaine, which if you don't do cocaine, if you and 3 or 4 of your friends bought half a gram of cocaine, you could be high Friday and Saturday night, and one of you could probably get high Sunday morning. Like you can use so little if you're not habitually abusing it. So then a half gram of it, which is street value. If you got a good dealer, you'll get double that for $110. So $50, $60 worth of cocaine. I had that on me. And then I had a full gram of the best ecstasy I've ever had. Ever had in the history of ever.
Okay, so you used a lot of drugs, and then what?
I got on a flight that was going to last 90 minutes to then get in a car to drive 8 hours. And what I told people was that, I got the deal, so this is going to get me into Omaha faster. Because it would have, if I would have flown Southwest, it would have cost me more money, and it would have taken until 2 o'clock in the afternoon to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't going to do that. I was just going to drive. And he is good, whoever it is, Universe Jesus, Space Universe Jesus, somebody's good up there and looking out for me, because I got to Denver and it's a blizzard. This is April 21st, 2023. It's a fucking blizzard in Denver. And if you've never been to Denver Airport, the rental car place is not at Denver Airport. Like it's on the footprint essentially, but it's a whole thing over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because I just came from Sacramento.
Yeah, but you're never cold. You're like a polar bear or something.
Right, but in a blizzard, it was a little nipply. Okay, it was a little intense, right? But I'm like, I'm gonna get in the car and I'll be fine. Meanwhile, I left these videos up on my TikTok. There are videos on my TikTok of me in the Denver airport, and I go back to them every once in a while to look him in the eyes because I see how fucked up he is. I'm sweating. It's 20 degrees. I'm dripping sweat in the thing from the airplane to the door. You know what I mean? Whatever that extendo thing is. Pouring sweat. I get over to the rental car place. I go, all right, I'm here for my car. And they say, we already gave it away. It's a blizzard, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I go, well, you need to rebook me a car. He goes, okay. And I go, are you going to do it for the same price? Because I already paid ahead. He goes, yeah, we'll match it. He goes, I'm going to need a credit card for a hold. I don't got no credit card money left. My credit cards are maxed. So I said to him, I got a debit card. I don't got no money on that debit card. That debit card maxed. He goes, we won't accept debit card. The fuck? You don't accept debit card?
A lot of rental cars do not.
I didn't know it. And then I go, well, let me get a credit card for my old man or whoever. I'll just call somebody in Omaha. And they get it. No, sir. They have to be here. So I sat down and I filmed a snarky ass video where you can see my jaw going back and forth. I'm fucking sweating and my pupils are all different shapes. And I realized not that long ago, maybe a year or so ago, that guy saved my life because he saw that I was fucked up and there was not a chance he was letting me get into a rental car. So I called a buddy. I cried. I got my $225 from him through Venmo. I bought a fucking plane ticket. I went back to Omaha and I poured my heart out.
Life changing.
I know. It was crazy. It's incredible. And so now I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it still.
You know what I'm saying?
Why am I still here? You know what I mean? Those are these existential questions you ask yourself. So that's me in a nutshell. I got a couple of kids. I'm from Omaha. I'm 44. And I don't want
That's
to
them
and
in
don't
a
have.
long nutshell, not a regular nutshell.
It's a big old nutshell.
Long.
It's a
nutshell.
powdered sugar nutshell too. I promise you that one.
Whoa.
It's powdered sugar now. I promise. I don't do coke anymore though. I can't do it. Like it's not even like I couldn't even fathom it.
Good.
Why? It's
I love
crazy.
to hear that.
It's crazy.
I love the name of our podcast
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very big on pouring into people. So the whole idea of free therapy,
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Nikki
Unlicensed,
is all
legally
about
unlicensed.
positivity, inspiration, all
Mm-hmm.
of those things. So to be able to share realness with the people, because we do a lot of entertaining, we do a lot of
Sure.
kiki ha ha. You're gonna laugh. I promise you, this podcast is not gonna be boring. You're gonna laugh, but we're going to be very real and we're going to be very transparent because those are two things that are very important to me. And so those are the things that you're going to be able to expect when you come and tap into this podcast. For as much as you're going to laugh, you're going to shed a couple tears over here too. Because we're going to get real. Like Nelson just told y'all that he used to snort powder. But do you snort it or shoot it?
Yeah, I never shot it. I never did anything intravenously.
Every time I say it, somebody corrects me. They're like, you don't smoke crack or snort crack or
You
whatever.
smoke crack. You don't snort crack. You smoke crack. Crack is a smokable concentrate of cocaine.
Okay.
You snort cocaine. You can smoke cocaine. It's really hard. You have to freebase cocaine in order to smoke it.
I mean, I don't want to give anybody instructions. Kids probably might listen to this. I don't want to.
It's all right. It's all right. I thought you said shed a couple of tears. I go, I don't think that's how that works.
No, I said shed.
I don't think it is. I don't think that's how that works.
What have you been doing since we departed in California? Because we had a really wonderful, what I consider my dream job in California.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't even last 1 year.
No.
Now, people have been waiting and waiting and waiting for me to tell my story of what happened. And I am
about to
going
get an
tell my
exclusive?
story.
I didn't know we were going to get an exclusive.
You're not going to get an exclusive because I'm not going to tell it.
There's no need to. We can
I'm
omit
not
the
going
things.
to tell it at this moment. At some point, I am, because that's just who I am.
I know
But
there's some
it's not
stories
gonna
I
be
want
right
to tell.
now. And
There
I
are some.
and I have in mind when I'm going to share my story, and it's going to be on a different platform because the girl going to be on TV. But that's another thing. That's another thing we're not even going to talk about right now. But I'm going to share my story on the biggest platform that I possibly can.
Mhm.
So I know people
Your
are going
dating
to
app.
tune in and be like, oh, we got to hear what they're going to say. We ain't got nothing to say because we're not giving none of our energy to none of the negativity. But long story short, because I do keep long stories short, we had a
No, don't throw shade
what
at
I
me.
considered a dream job. I think Nelson considered it that too, and it didn't even last a year.
It could have been a
And
dream year
so
job. There was a dream
we
year,
both-
an attempt. There was an attempt for a
Right.
dream year job.
So it was a spiral. I
Mhm.
will say that. The aftermath of that was a spiral, and I went through something that I have not experienced in my entire lifetime,
What
and
is
that's
that?
the D word.
The D word?
The D word.
I am very surprised to hear that. I'm very surprised to hear that. But I also think that's why you're talking to me again now, because I think you have at least some kind of idea of what I might have been feeling at the end of that, especially coming off of sobriety and everything. Like I was super depressed. Like,
No, that's not why I'm talking to you now. I just realized that I had to move forward. Some things are forgivable to me and some things aren't. So
I always knew that we would come back together. Here's a big piece of the problem with me is, and I don't use this as a crutch, but I'm just using it so you understand it. One of the hallmarks of the ADHD brain is something called a lack of object permanence, right? And I've got it in spades. So if I'm not constantly thinking about something, if it's not on my mind, at least in my what I call my top 10 list that I've got going on, in radio, it would be those elements that you would see on that left screen. You know what I mean? The next 10 things in the playlist. I have to keep those things going in my head constantly, or I can completely forget about them. And for like days will pass, and then I'll go, oh my God, oh no. Or I didn't look at my text message, or I didn't. And then you combine that with, like, for a while I wasn't getting out of bed, and it was like, oh, it's just ugly. And so I had always wanted to, like, make sure that I hadn't completely screwed this up. Because I missed out. You missed out on when I trended on Black TikTok.
I mean, I missed out on a lot of things, but one thing that I had to do after going through all of that stuff was I had to focus on myself. Right? And so at first I was like, I'm going to do this and do that and do that and do that. And then I had already gone through like one of those phases where you just start kind of losing people that's kind of close to you. So then when whatever happened with us happened, I was like, okay, I'm over it. So I went into like this crazy depression that I've never experienced before in my life. And it took me almost a year to get out of it.
How'd you get out?
I pray God, like that's just the thing. I always tell my friends, even friends that I have that suffer with like depression regularly, when you have your moments, you got to take them. You got to sit in it. You got to go through it, right? You just don't stay there. And so I didn't take my own advice. I stayed there, and I stayed there way too long.
It's easier to do than you realize.
One of my really good friends, she was like, listen, you need to get it together, okay? You are too brilliant. You are too talented. I'm tired of sitting here watching these people make these podcasts who are not nearly as talented as you are, nearly as funny as you are. Get your crap together. And she didn't say crap. She uses explicit cursing words. Also,
but you're not much for her. You don't curse. You surround yourself with cursors, though.
I do.
You're like Jesus. I'm like your apostle.
Listen, you're definitely not no apostle. But look.
You don't think I apostle? I could apostle. Our apostle, maybe.
What is it? Aeropostal?
Is that how you say it? Aeropostal? I don't know. I'm way too fat for that story. Are you kidding? I don't know what goes on in there.
But, I even started cursing. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, NickyD.
Oh, yeah, I started cursing.
That's weird.
I went left. I went all the way.
Depression does weird stuff to you.
Yeah.
It make you do some weird shit.
I even have some videos posting where I'm saying some cuss words in there.
I can't even believe that from you.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, like for a long time, there was like 2 hands I could count how many times I heard you swear.
Yeah. I normally never curse unless I'm like real mad.
Or
like,
apparently real sad.
Real mad. Then you're going to hear me talk a little crazy.
Well, and that's another thing that people don't talk about enough when it comes to mental health and depression is that depression isn't all sad. Depression, some of it's numb, some of it's sad, and then a lot of it is angry. You're just mad.
I was more on the numb mad side. Like I wasn't sad. I wasn't laying around crying. I wasn't doing that. I just wasn't doing anything.
And it was only hate that could fuel you at that point. Like that was the only thing that could move the needle was getting angry.
So I think that's probably why I was cussing a lot too, because people were pissing me off left and right. And I was and then I would be like, all right, I'm all right. Then something else would happen. And then I'll have to cuss somebody else out. Like, I'm like, all right. I lost a few friends during that time period. You're literally the only one that I'm back talking to.
Oh, my God. You never lost me. I was the one that lost, I feel like, out of that equation, honestly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Because I never, we're not getting into the other anyway, but, like, I don't want to put this. There was something that happened that I've carried with me the whole time since the end of that run. And it was something that I didn't do for you.
Yep.
That I did do for someone else.
That's what pissed me off.
I know.
And more than pissed me off, it hurt my feelings.
I know. And that's why I have
more than anything else.
Well,
I mean,
first
I
off,
was tore up.
First off, I want to say I'm sorry, and I acknowledge that. I acknowledge the wrong of it. And if I can, just briefly, I was so ready to just get out, and I had been so chopped up, essentially, towards the end of that that the only reason I did any of it at all for this other was because I didn't do a great job. It was awful. I just slapped it together because I didn't want to talk to this person. I needed them out. I needed them out in the easiest way possible. And so then I got it all built up in my head. They call it demand avoidance of yours because I needed yours to be great. And then when I need something to be perfect, then I don't do it at all. Do you know what I mean? And that's something I've been working on. Like nothing is perfect. But if it's not going, that's why I started writing. I figured out that if I write by hand, I'll actually write stuff down and whatever. It's not about me. It's about this being great again, or on the way to great again. I don't know. Make Nicky and Nelson great again. Man.
That slogan, we need a new one. Because right now, people ain't going to be happy with us using that slogan at all.
Yeah, we need to count down.
Support that slogan.
All lives, no,
honey,
not
I'm
that
Nicky
one.
D, not Nicki Minaj, baby. I'm NickyD.
Oh, why? What happened there, for Christ's sake?
The hate.
What in the hell?
Okay, when I say them barbs jump ship on her, we just starting. We can't afford it.
I understood Kim Kardashian. I got it. Because I believe, it. The only reason that Kim Kardashian isn't deeper into their camp is because she's got a little melanin. Do you know what I mean? That she's not all the way white. They would never treat her all the way white because of the color of her skin. So I believe that she was trying to do some. I believe she would be in that camp anyway, but she's not. And so she was trying to turn it into a positive, doing prison reform and things like that. Nicki Minaj, I don't fucking understand. It don't make no sense to me.
There's all these theories about her. They think the biggest thing is that she's trying to get her brother out of jail.
Okay, now, if I ended up finding that out, sure. But then, isn't she with, a molester? Isn't that guy, not a good guy?
Yeah, her husband sucks. Her brother's in jail for, I think, something similar.
You know who's never let me down? Cardi B. Not one time. Cardi B, she goes, listen, I used to be a fucking stripper, man. I got my bag, I fixed these teeth, and I don't fuck nobody I don't want to now.
Speaking of Cardi and speaking of stripping, there's a very high probability that I'm going to do something very strange to get into that concert. I'm telling you that right now.
You're going to take your clothes off? You're going to take your pants off?
I want to go to that concert so bad.
Pants
and
off,
I want
pants
to
off.
go in style, VIP.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to figure out who got the coins to do what I want done. And what I got to do to get it done. You know what
How far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to go for this?
I mean, I'm willing to do some strange for a little piece of change because this Cardi, everybody who posting their little videos at the concert, I need to be in that concert. I need to be in the place. My face needs to be in a place.
Down.
There's no if
Ass up.
about it. I have memorized almost all the songs. I know word for word,
Right
bar
past
for bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in there rapping. My video is going to look real good because I'm going to know the words. You see what I'm saying? I got to be there.
You were just running downhill there. You missed that. You set me up perfectly.
How?
You said, I want my face. I said, down. Ass up. Ass up. I know all the lyrics. Ass up. That's the way we like to fuck,
You know, there are some things I might have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Call up, call alert, rip the pants down, rip the shirt, up.
But yeah, I want to go to that concert so bad.
I want to go to a Ludacris concert. I would kill. I don't even care how old he is. I don't even care if he's lost his swagger. I want to go see Ludacris live.
Ludacris does not lose swagger.
All right, then that's all I needed to hear. That T.I. show was fire that we went to in California in that little casino that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? That was a small ass show to see T.I.
Yeah, T-Pain was my favorite. I didn't know
T-Pain.
how.
God damn it! You kept letting me say T.I.
I mean, you might have saw T.I. and I wasn't there, so I wasn't gonna say.
I saw T.I. You know what? T.I. I saw in Kansas City, and he was the first one that I ran into that does this thing that some rappers do. Okay, and I hate it, but I also kind of understand it. And that's he doesn't sing the whole song. So even songs that don't have a feature, he'll do intro, chorus, or intro, bars, chorus, maybe a double chorus.
Right.
And then he's just boom, and now we're on to the next one. And in one way, it's okay, yeah, because you got to get through King and T.I. versus Tip, and you got to get through all of that, right? But on the other side of it, I'm I want the whole thing, man. I want all of it. And I get where there's like features involved and you can't,
No,
but
when you
even
have
then,
a big catalog like that, you don't have to sing a whole song. You can
I
sing
want the whole song. I came for the whole
You don't have
song.
to sing your whole song.
I want the whole
Catalog's
song.
big. People
Another
wanna hear
person
it.
I heard that does that, and I hope it's not true, is Kevin Gates. I haven't seen Kevin Gates yet, but I
I
fucking
mean, who's
love
going
Kevin
to see
Gates.
Kevin Gates? No,
I would go
nobody
see
cares
Kevin
about
Gates.
Kevin Gates. Nobody cares about Kevin Gates.
What?
Sing a Kevin Gates song, sing it. See, you
Can
took
you?
too long. You took too long.
No, because I was like, do I sing Think It with my dick?
You can't even spit out a Kevin Gates song. Why would you
Yeah.
want to go see Kevin Gates?
I could spit out 3 Kevin Gates songs right here, but I just wasn't, I didn't know if I should sing Think It with my dick, 2 phones, or if I should sing Me Too.
Oh my gosh, you took too long.
Heard you wanna
Two
go,
phones.
please,
Sing.
you, suck your toes, dick you down, please, you.
No.
He said I'm nasty, baby, me too.
So what are you up to now? Because this first episode, we are just introducing ourselves, telling you who we are, where we've been, because we
Catching
do
up.
have an audience that, wants to hear, like, what y'all been doing for the last 2 years. So I have been just working. That's what I've been doing. I vowed when I left California that I would come back, get my daughter through high school. She had 2 years left, let her graduate with her peers. And then your girl is going to be out here being the star that she is. And us relaunching our podcast. We have another big announcement that we got for y'all that's going to be coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we
I
about to
couldn't
be
believe
doing
that.
our
By the way,
business.
just good shit happens to you.
It does.
It does. Just good shit happens to you.
Complain, you know what I'm saying? When I find myself complaining too much, I repent. Tell God I'm sorry.
She says, I
You
repent.
know, but he definitely be doing his big one for you, girl. You know what I'm saying? He does. So we got some things coming up.
Oh my God, I needed you so bad.
This ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
I needed you. You're mine forever. I love you so much.
You know, Nelson, what all did you do?
I came back. So I came back, and I was proud of myself in that I went and got a radio job when I got back to Omaha, and I campaigned for it. I made them hire me.
You did. I was
And
so
then-
mad. Too.
And then, but it wasn't. Listen, it was at a station that no one could hear in the sister city to Omaha. It's called Council Bluffs. So it was like I wasn't really on the air, and I was still in a funk and depressed and not working on stuff, and you know, I screwed myself over. I gave them I handed them the rope that they hung me with. You know what I mean? And then it came time for budgets, and like we're spending too much on this guy at this point. The juice wasn't worth a squeeze, and so I was out of work 2 months, 3 months, or whatever when we first got back. A cat of mine died, and then I like woke up one day and I was just like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go get that job." And I went and got the job, and I worked there not quite a year, and then I got let go. It was amicably. I understood it. There's no animosity that I have towards them. I campaigned for my best friend to get hired there, essentially. You know what I mean? After me, even. So like
Did they hire him?
yeah, they did. Yeah, he's got a nice little job too, and it was at the right time for him. I felt like I was a little NickyD for a moment. 'Cause that man needed somebody. That man needed a hand, and I was right there to help. Now I needed a little bit of a hand too, so it wasn't all selfless, but you know, I was there at a time of the guy's need, and I got him transitioned to another thing. You know, so I felt good about that. So after that, I was just riding out unemployment, and I was Ubering or door dashing or whatever. I started door dashing first before I Ubered. I should have just been Ubering, and then I picked up a little marketing job
What happened
for.
to your bar job?
I didn't. I stopped it once I got on the air
Oh, okay.
because I was like having to work till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I got to go turn around to a morning show. No, I wasn't going to do that. And I was in a bunch of turmoil. I didn't have a place for a while. I moved right when I moved back. I moved in with Rosemary, my ex-wife.
I remember that.
That was ugly. That was not good. We co-parent fine. We co-parent fine. We don't cohabitate well, and that's all right. She's fine. So we are. I lived with my dad for a little while. Then I moved in with my best friend Cam. I got 2 best friends. Is that weird when you're 44 to say you got best friend? Best friend.
No,
This is supposed to be a best friend. He's like sub best friend, I would say. Don't tell him I said that, but he's probably number 2. If it's him or the other guy, Dennis, I'm probably gonna say I think I got to save Dennis in the boat.
I mean, that's fine.
I do. I feel bad for that.
I have my numero uno, and then I have some, my
1.1, 1.2. It's just like an updated version. You know what I mean? This guy was just grandfathered into everything. He's wonderful. So I moved in with him for a little while, and then I did not get to re-up my lease. And I'm filing bankruptcy currently. So it's not real easy for me to get a lease. So now I moved back in with my dad and his wife, and they are at their winter house right now.
Oh, that's nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. We working on this generational wealth where we gonna have rental house and summer houses.
Yeah.
All the things.
But I need to get out because they are wanting me out by the time they get back, which is April. So and it's like right when my bankruptcy is going to be finalized. And whatever, I had some road bumps, but after the bankruptcy, everything's free and clear, and I can actually start building on something. And so that's where I'm at. I got a lot of things going for me. I think, regardless, like I want this to work out, right? I would love this to pan out. I've been streaming video games again. Finally, I got to do a new episode, but I've got my own podcast. That's just Nelson. It's all part of this. See, that's the thing. We haven't really kind of gone into that, but like I'm going to have this up under the channel that I've already started building anyway. So technically what this is the this used to be a radio show network.
Love it. Love to hear it. I remember. I listened to a few of your episodes when you first dropped them.
And so fans of any of the properties that are happening here, we call them 2 bars. TU, the number 2, BARS. They're 2 bars because you're fans of this used to be a radio show productions, this being No Copay.
Right.
Yes, I want to see this successful, especially once you came back in, you reignited me again. Like, because I just felt it. I was like, oh, I stepped away from my purpose. Got it. I appreciate you. Because I did. Listen, I asked whoever, you call Jesus, and that's fine. God, universe, I don't know what it is. I know it's something.
God, go ahead.
And that's fine. He hasn't punished me yet for thinking this way, so that's fine. Or she, as it were. I was driving around this Uber. That's what I'm going to do full time. I was going to Uber because I can make the same amount of money in the same amount of hours as I was at the fucking marketing job. So why not? I can also make. Oh, I don't know. Someone crazy there. It's your microphone, I think.
It's probably. We're finna wrap this up anyway.
I don't. Oh, there it goes. Now it's gone. Okay, so I was Ubering around, and again, I told you earlier about the whole like I'm gonna get sober and all this stuff, right? And so I've been struggling a lot with like this survivor's guilt, they call it, because I go, why did I survive all this stuff? Because way better people than me die for way less things. You know what I mean? So I'm supposed to. Why am I supposed to be here? I literally said it out loud. I go, why am I supposed to be here? The next ride I got in, she was like, oh my God, you are exactly what I needed. The songs you were playing on the radio, they're speaking to me, and I know I need to leave this man because he's not right for me, and it's hard because he's not wrong for me. He's just not right for me. So it's not like he did anything wrong, and I've been struggling with a bunch of stuff. I go, I've been struggling with a bunch of stuff, and we connected, and we hugged at the end. It's weird. I've not touched any other Uber passenger, but this woman, I touched her. And now you get a hold of me, and I feel like ignited again. Like you stepped away from the microphone. Why'd you step away from the microphone? That's what you're supposed to be doing, dude. Ubering's fine. I can make a little extra coin because I'm jovial. I know how to have a little fun. I play the right music and all that. And I'm a chameleon, but I know that I'm supposed to be doing this.
This is purpose. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through anything in life that is painful, the saying is pain births your purpose. Like your purpose comes out of your pain.
Pain births your purpose? Is that just, okay, you're right. Look, I didn't know if it was past tense at first. I'm clarifying. I'm not making fun of you. I would never do that. Birth. My mouth is dry. I haven't taken a sip, so I was trying to get it out if it was a fifth
your pain
or an ED.
Births your purpose. One of my, I don't know what you want to call it. One of my things that I do, I call it NickyD's quote unquote. I like to always end my podcast with inspiration. So I'm gonna do the same thing right now that I'm on this subject. So when you go through something traumatic, like what I went through, like what Nelson went through, right? It's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. You're going to go through some things. We both went through a bout of depression. We both went through some other things that came behind that, right?
We both did $30,000 worth of cocaine.
We both didn't do that. You did, right?
Well, but we are a team. So we are a team. I did 30,000.
I did cursing, crack and cursing.
Don't say crack. I did not do $30,000 worth of crack is a lot of crack.
Crack and cursing. That's what we did, right? But Amen. When you have purpose, right, it's gonna always be birthed out of your pain. So remember that whatever you're going through, it's only gonna last for a season, and you're gonna come out on the other side if you just keep going and faint not.
What's your social media?
The Real, RealNickyD 33. Across all social media platforms, you can find me on The Real NickyD 33.
That's just Nelson for me. That's also the other podcast that's on this network. This used to be a radio show network. It's a weekly show. It's going to debut on Mondays, and we'll have videos that come out of it. And as we kind of pick up steam, we will be looking to add more to it, I'm sure. Certainly. We'll give you as much as you want.
Absolutely. We're going to have guests. We're going to talk about all the things. We're going to talk about what's going on in the news. We're going to talk about crazy stories, and we're even going to throw in a game here and there.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, Nikki, I'm so glad that we're finally reunited. I can see the rest of it. It does.
So good.
And I look forward to all of the games and things that we're going to do here. And that's what do we call it? We call it...
This has been No Copay with NickyD and Nelson.